Good day. In this lecture, I'm about to discuss to you the topic measurement corrections, particularly about taping corrections. Most of the time, in surveying, we always use steel tape as a measuring tool. That's why it is important to us to determine what are the causes of error during measurement, and as well as we will study here how to correct those errors. So let's proceed. Let's discuss first the general theory of measurement. Number 1, there's no such thing as an exact measurement. Lahat ng measurement natin meron niyang error, and it may be dependent on the instrument that we are using, or it is dependent on the observer who records the measurement. Number 2, as the true value is never known, the true error is never determined. So, dito nga sa lecture na ito, napaka-importante na ma-identify natin ano ba yung nagkukos ng error for us to eliminate, not eliminate, but to minimize that error up to a value that is almost negligible and may not affect the result and may not affect the project. Number 3, the degree of accuracy or its precision can only be quoted as a relative accuracy. Yun nga, yung accuracy natin, hindi talaga siya yung exact value. Meron pa rin yung konting error, but that error is just a fraction of the measured quantity. Number 4, where readings are taken on a graduated scale to the nearest subdivision, the maximum error in estimation will be a positive or negative 1/2 division. So di naman na tayo gagamit. Ang mga instrument natin ngayon mga electronic na. So it will already display the accurate value lalo na sa mga angles. So yun. Number 5, repeated measurement increases the accuracy by the square root of n, where n is the number of repetition. So, ang accuracy natin may chances na mapataas yung accuracy kapag inulit mo yung pagsukat. But it doesn't mean that you increase the number of measurement. It does not imply that it is accurate, but it is only consistent. Kasi nga, pwedeng merong nagko-cause ng error, pwedeng yung instrument mismo. So, kapag inulit-ulit mo gamit yung instrument na may error, mali pa rin ang kalalabasan na sagot kahit consistent yung nakuha mong value. Error in measurement. Here, let's identify first what are the common sources of error in measurement. The first one is by the instrument itself. Kung sira na yung instrument, hindi na-calibrate, it is a major factor in giving you erroneous data. Number 2, personal. Okay? The surveyor itself is the cause of error. Malabo yung mata, mali yung reading, human error, mali yung na-record, nakalimutan i-record, mali yung pagka-set up ng instrument. This is personal error. Number 3 is natural. Dahil sa weather, lalo na kapag gumagamit ng mga GPS, so pwede maapektuhan yan ang ibigay na result sa iyong data. Meron din sa location, geographical location, nung sinusurvey mo, walang signal, maapektuhan talaga o hindi ka makakukuha niyan ng values and data sa iyong instrument. So what are the corrections, particularly in taping? Number 1, slope surface. Next, incorrect tape length, temperature, pull, sag, and we will combine those. If there are combined sources or causes of error in measurement, we have to combine them. So let's proceed. Here is the general formula for tape correction. The true distance is just equals to the measured distance plus or minus the correction. The sign of correction may vary to what type of error na meron tayo. So the first type of error na ma-experience natin sa distance measurement using steel tape or by taping is the slope correction. Here, if we set out the instrument on a slope surface, ang masusukat natin dyan ay yung slope mismo. Yung distance na masukat natin ay yung slope. But usually in surveying, it is required to determine the horizontal distance. Lalo na kapag mga stationing ganyan, horizontal distance ang pagkaka-plot niyan sa plano, hindi yung slope distance. That's why we have to correct this slope distance into determining the horizontal or the equivalent horizontal distance ng ating slope distance. So, to compute the slope correction, let's just find the difference of the slope distance by the horizontal distance. But we cannot determine yet what is the horizontal distance because yun nga yung required dito sa slope correction. That's why we will use the Pythagorean theorem where S is the hypotenuse. And in finding the vertical distance V, we will have S squared minus H squared. And itong S squared minus H squared, equivalent niyan ay S minus H and S plus H kung ifa-factor natin siya. Now, galing dito S minus H, let's substitute this C here dito sa finactor natin. Therefore, ang kalalabasan na equation natin ay V squared equals to C times S plus H. Therefore, correction, divide both sides by S plus H. Yan. Ito na yung kinalabasan na formula. Okay, V squared over S plus H. So paano to naging V squared over 2S? So, yung assumption kasi dito is that dahil sa halos negligible yung error mo dun sa horizontal and sloping distance, inassume nung nag-derive ng formula na to na ang H ay almost equal sa S. Yan. Kaya nung sinubstitute yung H by S, naging 2S na siya. So, yan ang solution sa slope. Yan. Correction due to slope is always negative. Okay? Kapag kinuha mo yung slope distance at i-correct mo siya, isusubtract mo lang yung ating correction. Sample. Surveyor measured a slope distance of 272.4 and there is a difference in elevation between points is 1.21. Find the true horizontal distance. Base sa formula na ginamit natin kanina, okay, correction daw ay correction is equals to V squared over 2S, where V is 1.21 meter base sa given 1.21 and S is the slope distance 272.4 meter. Gamit ang formula, i-substitute natin V 1.21 meter square all over 2 times S 272.4. Kalalabasan na sagot ay using calculator, ang gamit natin ay makukuha mong correction ay 2.6874 times 10 raised to negative 3 meters. So the true horizontal distance of the measured distance is equals to slope distance minus the correction, because correction in slopes are always negative. 272.4 minus 2.6874 times 10 raised to negative 3 meters. Kaya natin ang parenthesis. H is equals to 272.3973 meters. Ayan. So, ang tanong, kung ito yung figure nung ano natin, nung slope S, V, and H, ito yung required, meron na tayo niyan, meron tayo niyan. Bakit kaya hindi na lang natin gamitin yung Pythagorean theorem? Bakit ka pa gumamit ng formula na to? Correction is equals to V squared over 2S. So ito kasi yung formula na to, na-formulate to noong mga panahon na hindi pa kaya ng calculator ang mag-solve ng square root. Diba? Kasi kung mag-solve tayo dito, ang H is equals to, ano yan? Square root of S squared minus V squared. Kung applyan natin ang Pythagorean theorem. So, noong panahon na yon, wala pang square root na, na function ang calculator. So, we are lucky that we have the calculators that can easily solve the roots. So, S is 272.4 using Pythagorean theorem minus 1.21. Ano kaya ang kalalabasan kung Pythagorean theorem na lang? Ang H natin ay solve 272.4 square 1.21 square. Yan. 272.3973. It's just the same. Yan. Next. Correction due to incorrect tape length. Kapag masyadong mahaba ang ating tape compared sa standard length or it is shorter than the standard length, we have to follow some certain rules in order to correct that error on that tape. The first one is, if the tape is too long, the measurement will be too short. Therefore, our correction shall be positive. While if the tape is too short, the measurement will be too long and the correction will be negative. Tandaan, kapag too long ang ating tape, correction mo ay positive. Kapag too short naman ang ating tape, correction natin ay negative. So here in the figure, ganito ang itsura ng tape natin kapag too long or too short siya. Kung ito yung standard length mo, at kunyari susukatin natin ay may haba na 8 cm. So using the standard tape length, 8 cm talaga ang mariread niya. Okay? Centimeter. While if it is too long, if the tape is too long, ang mariread natin dyan sa parting 8 lang ay 7.5. Therefore, kulang siya ng 0.5. Kaya, kung mayroong error dyan, dapat natin siyang i-correct. Therefore, that error shall be translated into correction. And that correction shall be positive and added to the measured distance. While, if the tape is too short, ang mariread mo naman at 8 cm, mas madami. Okay? Kaya, kung nandito dapat yung 8, meron ulit tayong correction na i-apply kasi may error siya. At ang correction natin yon ay negative at ibabawas natin dun sa na-read natin dun sa tape para maitama natin yung ating reading. Okay. When measuring the distance between 2 points with a tape that is too long, yun nga, i-add natin yung ating correction. At kapag naman too short, isusubtract natin ang ating correction. Ganyan kapag magsusukat tayo at hindi pa natin alam na may error pala dun sa tape. Later on na lang natin na found out na may error pala at i-correct na lang natin. That's what happens if we measure the distance without knowing that there is an error. Kapag laying out a line naman, kapag alam mo na may error talaga yung tape mo at magsusukat ka at meron kang desired na length na gustong sukatin, kabaliktaran naman ang i-apply mo dun sa correction. Okay? If the tape is too long, subtract. If it is too short, add. Okay? Sa review at sa subject natin ngayon, magfo-focus tayo dito. Measuring the distance, okay? Most of the problems that we will encounter para sa application ng correction due to incorrect tape length, dito lang nakasakop sa measuring the distance. Most of the problems that we will encounter here. But if the problem mentioned that you are about to lay out a line with a desired length, kabaliktaran ang correction na i-apply mo dun sa sign convention na na-mention ko kanina. So, here are the formula for the correction due to incorrect tape length. Una, L is equals to standard length plus or minus delta L, where L is the nominal length of the tape, or siya yung ating parang true length nung tape, while LS naman siya yung standard length nung tape. Delta L siya yung correction dun sa tape mo. Ngayon, kung gagamitin mo yung tape mo sa mas mahaba ang pagsusukat at lumampas dun sa maximum distance o maximum length ng ating tape, i-apply naman natin itong formula na to. Okay? The true distance is equals to the measured distance, the quantity of 1 plus or minus delta L over L. So, sign convention natin para dito, follow na lang yung ating rules for incorrect tape length, if it is too short or too long. Next. Okay. Example. Using a 50-meter tape that is 0.02 meters long, the measured distance from A to B is 160.42. Sulat muna natin yung given. What is 50-meter tape? Yan yung standard length ng tape natin. And 0.02 meter long. Sabihin, siya yung natin correction dun sa tape delta L, o siya yung error. Delta L 0.02 meters. So dyan pa lang minensure na natulong yung ating tape at magme-measure tayo, hindi sinabi na magli-layout. Automatic, lagyan mo na agad ng sign yung ating delta L. Then measure distance ng A to B, yung D. Okay, measure distance is equals to 160.42. What is the correct distance from A to B? Gagamitin natin yung formula kanina sa ating previous slide, where ano nga yun? L is equals to standard length of tape plus or minus delta L. Yan. Yan muna hanapin natin sa ating solution. Hanapin yung nominal length. Standard length is 50 meters plus or minus delta L na 0.02. So, meron na tayong 0.02. Erase lang natin to. Lagyan na natin ng sign na positive. Yan. 0.02 meters. The nominal length is 50.02 meters. Next, hanapin na natin yung correct distance o yung ating true distance. The true distance is equals to measured distance times the quantity of 1 plus or minus delta L over nominal length. Yan. Measure distance 160.42 meters times 1 plus 0.02 meters divided by the nominal length na na-compute natin kanina. Okay. The true distance is equals to compute. Okay. .484 okay meters. Gusto pong dagdagan at na decimal para mas accurate. That's the answer. How about if we try another solution? Actually may isang solution pa dito, but it will give us the same answer, kaya lang may konti siyang diferensya sa decimal places. Okay, so let's erase this first and let's try the other solution, which is also applicable. Okay. The other solution is we will just find the ratio, or we will just ipoproportion lang natin yung true distance sa measured distance. I-equate natin siya sa ratio din ng nominal length ng ating tape over the standard length ng tape. Kumbaga kasi parang ipoproportion natin yung ating true length ng tape dun sa measured length ng tape, dun sa true distance at sa measured distance. Sige, try natin yan. Same required. Okay, therefore the distance measured times nominal length over standard length, 160.42 meters. Okay, L is what? 50.02 kasi inad na natin kanina, over 50 meters. Yan, cancel yung unit. True distance is equals to compute 160.42 50.02 over 50. So may sagot na tayo. 160.4841 meters. So yun lang, may konting diferensya lang sa sa fourth decimal place, but it's still acceptable. Pero mas recommended pa rin yung solution number 1. Ito, solution number 2, ito. Alternative solution. If kunyari merong multiple choice tapos hindi lumabas na eksakto yung sagot mo, baka itong alternative solution natin sa tape correction for incorrect length ang ginamit. Okay. Syempre, kung ang tape natin na ginamit sa paghanap ng length ay incorrect, apektado rin ang area na hahanapin natin kapag yun din ang ginamit natin. Kaya, meron din tayong formula para dyan. Same principle para sa nominal length. Kakaiba lang dito sa solution sa true area. True area is equals to area measured times the quantity of 1 plus or minus delta L over L. The closed quantity, erase natin sa 2. So, naka-square siya. So, halos similar. Kaya lang, meron lang tayong exponent na 2. Example, okay, merong rectangular lot measured using 50 meter steel tape and was found out to be 0.025 meters too short. If the recorded length and width of the lot is 180.455 and 127.062 meters, hanapin natin yung yung required dito, actual dimension ng lot, error in area introduced due to erroneous length of tape. Yun lang. So, first, sulat muna natin yung given. Standard length ng tape natin, 50 meters. Found out to be 0.025 meter. Correction sa tape natin, 0.025. Okay. If the recorded length and width of the lot are 180.455. Okay. So, let's say ito yung L natin. Yung length, 180.455. And sabihin na natin, ito yung width, B, 127.062 meters. Hanapin natin yung actual dimension ng lot. Para sa actual dimension ng lot, pwede naman natin i-apply muna yung solution para sa sa correction sa length o incorrect length ng tape. Kaya hanapin natin yung correction para dito at i-correct din natin itong para sa B. Therefore, para sa correction ng L, hanapin muna yung length. Nominal length is equals to standard length. Ano yung sign ng natin ng correction? It is too short, therefore it is negative, minus delta L. So 50 meters minus 0.025 meters. Okay, sorry, 49.975 meters. Hanapin na natin yung actual dimension ng L na unknown. So, para sa L, meron tayong measured distance na 180.455. Applying the formula, true distance equals to measured distance times 1, the quantity of 1 plus minus nominal length over delta L over nominal length. So, apply din natin yan dito. Kaya lang, i-rename lang natin para hindi natin mapagbaliktad yung L and B. For L, lagyan ko na lang ng M, true distance ng L, at measured distance ng L, times 1 plus or minus yung correction natin sa tape na negative. So, negative. Erase. Negative 0.025 divided by nominal length 49.975. Okay. So, the true length is equals to 180.455 times 1 plus minus 0.025 over 49.975. Close. Answer 180. 180.365 kung 3 decimal places. 180.365 meters. Doon naman tayo sa B. True distance ng width, measure distance nya times 1 plus minus delta L over nominal length. Substitute 127.062 times 1 minus 0.025 over 49.975. Okay, compute. 127 126.998 998 meters. So may true length na tayo nitong para nung isa at yung pangalawang dimension. Gamit yan, pwede na nating hanapin yung yung true area kasi true na rin siya, true dimensions na rin yung mahanap. So the true area is equals to length natin, true length at true width. Substitute yung na-solve natin kanina, 180.365 meters to be multiplied by 126.998 meters. The true area therefore is 22,905.994 square meter. That's the answer for the true area. Ngayon, kung gusto pa rin natin i-apply yung formula para sa true area, pwede naman. Okay, solution number 2. Para sa letter B, apply natin yung formula na binigay kanina, where the true area is equals to the measured area times 1 plus or minus the correction dun sa tape mismo, delta L over nominal length of the tape square. Okay, measured area, makukuha natin yan by multiplying the measured dimensions. The measured area therefore is equals to 180.45 times 127.062. The measured area is 22,928.973 square meter. Substitute na natin dito, 22,928.973 square meter. 1 minus 0.025 over yung nominal length na na-compute natin kanina, which is 49.975. Yan. Square. Don't forget the square. The true area is 22,928.973 1 minus 0.025. Okay, 22,906.038. Okay, .038. Tanong, sir, ba't nagkaganon? Ba't ganito yung sagot natin? Hindi parehas dun sa una. Dahil yan sa pag-round off natin dito sa true length sa L at true length sa B, kasi ni-round off lang natin up to 3 decimal places. But if we use the exact value of L and the width, ganito rin ang kalalabasan. So let's try checking it using our calculator. Ito na. So kunyari, sinolve ulit natin itong true length at true width using our calculators. So ako, i-direct ako na siya yung solution natin, where 180.455 times 1 minus yung correction na 0.025 over 49.975 close parenthesis, multiply natin dun naman sa 127.062 times 1 minus 0.025 over 49.975. So yan, dinirekta natin. Kung gusto talaga natin yung solution, area is equals to length times width. So equals yun. So correct. 22,906.0385. Same answer with the formula that is given. So another solution ulit, yung ipoproportion natin yung area dun sa ating tape measurement. So here is the third solution. The ratio of the true area and the measured area is equals to the nominal length over the standard length of tape. To be consistent in units, we have to square this member of the equation. Therefore, the true area is equals to measured area times nominal length over standard length square. Substitute 22,928.973. Gusto natin kumpleto para maiwasan ulit yung error. Kumpletuhin natin yung decimal places. Nominal length is 49.975 divided by 50 meters, cancel lang naman yung unit, square. So the true area using this solution, let's say solution 3. Okay, again, I'm not recommending this solution because medyo may konting error siya sa up to 3 decimal places. Medyo ano na, noticeable na yung kanyang difference dun sa sagot, but this is just optional kung itong gagamitin mo. But I used this when I was reviewing sa board exam kasi mas madali siyang i-memorize. Okay, yun. So yun nga, ang sagot dito ay 22,906.04997 square meter. So malaki ang diferensya. Yung sagot natin kanina 0.038. So kung round up mo pa yun, medyo malaki, pero hindi. So yun, this is not recommended. I'm just showing you the solution here. Next. So ito naman ang sunod na type of error na dapat i-correct sa ating tape. Due to temperature. So syempre, ang ating steel tape subject siya sa thermal expansion. Kaya applying the formula sa physics where the correction or the change or the deformation ng isang object ay equal sa coefficient of thermal expansion times the difference of the measured temperature and the standard temperature to be multiplied by the measured length. Okay? So yan. So for steel, okay, ang ating coefficient of thermal expansion is 11.6 times 10 raised to negative 6. So pwedeng hindi yan ibigay, kaya pwede natin siyang i-memorize.